We kind of already touched upon this a little bit talking about the Bland book, but obviously you write brand tone of voice for a lot of companies that have been doing that for several years. What are some of the biggest challenges that you see that companies, or mistakes that they make, companies when they try to establish or maintain that tone of voice?
Well, yeah, I mean, this is the reason I created the Bland book, because brands don't use strong enough adjectives as principles. They go with things like we said, like human, friendly, honest, authentic, and dedicated. And they're all great principles. But if every brand follows those, then every brand looks and sounds the same. And also, perhaps for most brands, they should be sort of default settings anyway.
Yeah.
So I always urge clients to go with really strong words that really define them and differentiate them from others, like cheeky, smart, creative, motivating, energetic, bold, fun, sassy, words that inspire interesting executions. But of course, all of these words have to align with the brand's purpose and personality.
Yeah.
And another mistake is clients misunderstanding the difference between the what and the how. So often tone of voice guidelines will describe what a voice is. For example, it's lively, but it won't describe how to write in a lively way. Like it won't say to use repetition and alliteration to create a rhythm that makes copy feel lively. And that's really important. Otherwise, any guidance is left open to interpretation, and you end up with a tone of voice that varies by channel because each channel might have a different copywriter on it. And as for maintaining a tone of voice, consistency is key to a brand's assets always being recognized. So it's important to keep them front of mind throughout the business and the whole creative process. So I always advise my clients set up some sort of committee or elect an ambassador, so a team or a person who's responsible for educating everyone on the assets and protecting them. So there's always someone responsible for making sure assets are used correctly and are approved and signed off in reviews and meetings. But the thing is, that might not always be possible if you're a small brand. I work with huge brands like ITV, IMAX, and FIFA right now. So there are plenty of people around who could be responsible for stuff like this. But smaller brands don't have thousands of people, and everyone's responsibilities are already tight. But if you want to take your brand seriously, then you have to take your brand seriously, you know?
Do you have a favorite piece of brand copy that you've ever written?
Oh no, I hate being asked this question. I should have an answer. It's like, what's your favorite advert? Or I never have a go-to answer for this. My favorite piece of brand copy. I really liked KFC's "It's Good" campaign by Mother that came out just before all the lockdowns. It's their slogan, it's finger licking good, but they took out the words finger licking and replaced the words with an action. So it was an image, it was an out of door ad and a TV campaign. And the reason I like that is because I'm really committed to brand consistency to the point of being square about it. And that was just a great example of how important it is to be on brand, because you can't play with your assets if they're not well known enough. And KFC have been saying it's finger licking good for like 70 years, I think. So everyone could fill in the gaps. And that is a brilliant example of branding. I don't know if it's my favorite. Oh, you asked me what I've written, didn't you?
I did, yes, but
that's even harder. What have I written that I like? I'm not very good at self-promotion. Last year I worked on the rebrand for ITV Studios, and I thought that they could and should be more entertaining to represent their really successful position in the entertainment production landscape. And so I thought they could lean into more entertainment industry language. So lots of their copy, like their key messages are things like "we're here to cause a scene" and "get ready for action." And I wrote their slogan, which is "expect everything," which I think just invites you to believe that you're going to be here, you're going to get something big and pretty incredible when you're with us.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. And that very much, yeah, like I said, goes in line with the shows that they produce. For
Yeah, like
example,
anything could happen, so just be ready for anything.